Welcome to Platteville Fantasy Podcast Show for this week. I don't know which week it is. I forget. I think it's week 9. But anyways, just listen to whatever Mitch puts up here in this little graphic area. But, yeah. So, opening comments. Brewers awesome. 4-game sweep of the Florida Marlins on the road. Ew. Cubs suck. Should have beat some St. Louis Cardinals for us. I was actually rooting for the Cubs. Braves are probably doing the same old. Sorry, Jason. I don't know. I like to start off with trade talk or trades that happened. Listen, Jason swaps right there. Jason's got a Brave, second baseman, third base, I think. I think that's the way it went. And Alyssa got Ichiro. It's one of those trades that it's kind of a need-based probably one. You got a veteran that's not doing so well, so you're kind of trading for him to do better, and you got a guy that's position scarcity. So gone either way. I would have gone with Ichiro, but it's kind of whatever trade. So fun stuff with trades. Screw you, Marcus, for not trading me and going with Bill. But haha, Bill, hand rams on the DL. Hey, but whatever. I tried trading like a zillion times with Marcus, and he can back that up. I just didn't have 2 starting pitchers, but he didn't get 2 starting pitchers out of that. He got a Pittsburgh pitcher and Greinke, was good, but Pittsburgh, come on. Anyway, to the real parts of the show. The matchups. Yeah. So I'm just going to run through them real quick. Mitch will put up the little graphic and show it to you. Just starting with mine because it pops up on mine first. Me versus Jason. This one was a close one, 5-6. Hitting really went in Jason's favor, and pitching was up in the air. That was kind of a boring matchup, really. I didn't hit where. We're just gonna move on. That one just sucked. Bill versus Apollo. Apollo took that one 9-3, knocking Bill down in the standings, and you'll see that later on. Yeah. I knocked Bill down in the standing. You actually moved him out of the playoff picture, and Apollo, you moved up a little bit in the standings, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Bunker in the matchup of the week, and that's the next one. Bunker walloped, whamped, bammed, I don't know, destroyed Jordan. It was a good matchup. Pitching could have gone either way, but Bunker destroyed hitting like he's been doing all year. So we're going to have to probably figure out something to take away from him. That really hurt Jordan in the standings and knocked him down the biggest. I think he moved down 4 spots. So. Ouch. Bunker would have moved up, but he's on the top. Alyssa versus Jameson, an 8-4 victory for Alyssa. This was an even match, but it just went Alyssa's way. They both were pretty even hitting and pitching. She got the better of it. Yeah. Didn't do much. Alyssa moved up a little bit, but she's pretty far behind. Jameson stayed in the top tier. Brian versus Jawman. Jawman took that one. That one hitting was pretty even, but pitching, Brian, he really sucked at pitching. So, moving on to this, Danvers versus Marcus. This one was not a very good matchup. Dan, you had pitching, but it's bad, just real bad. Got away with one there, playing each other. The Who Cares game of the week last year was actually a really good game, even though it really didn't matter because Pete's so far down there, and now he's even further down. But Mitch destroyed Pete 8-1, should have destroyed him. Hitting was pretty even, but Mitch took advantage of the pitching, and it's helped Mitch move up. Then the last one, Fred versus Kyle. This was a fantastic match. Sorry, Kyle, that you had a lot to lose, but Fred was a monster hitter. So pitching could have gone either way. Both teams pitched real well. Both teams hit real well. Fred just dominated pitching. So looking at the matchup, throw up the graphic here. We're going to go from bottom to the top and just see what happened. The bottom 4, it's still the same bottom 4, I think. Pete being really far down there, even getting further down there, I don't think he's going to matter here. I think we could just already cross him out and say he's out. But yeah, this one's different. I moved down 2 spots. Alyssa moved up 2 spots. Denver stayed the same. So the next to the bottom 4, so the guys looking into the playoffs. Jordan moved down a lot here. He moved from the playoffs, out of the playoffs, 4 spots. Now he's in 12th place here. Kyle moved down. Bill moved down 3 spots, moved him out of the top 8. And Mitch, you're moving very close. You're really close. You moved up 3 spots, and you're right on the line from getting into playoffs. The next 4, the bottom 4 of the playoff guys. Fred and John Man moved right in. John Man moved up 5 spots. That was a huge gain for you. Marcus, you moved down 2. You're almost going to be eliminated from the playoff hunt here. Jason, you stayed the same. And then the top 4 guys just remained the same. Bill and Brian and Apollo, just swapsies. Brian had a bad week. Apollo had a good week. That's your standings. All right, moving on to my favorite time, Stat Attack. But anyway, so here are your stats. The stat guys, the stat studs. Who's batting cleanup? And I think I referred to this before, but Fred destroyed. Other than the first week, I eliminated that from my stats, this season's record. But Fred had the most runs and RBIs in the season. So, Fred, you batting cleanup. Fred. Batting 9th, Amber, you sucked. Amber sucked. That's all I gotta say about that. Who was pitching? Their Terminator. Oh, that's cool, man. Just put it in my hand. That was Apollo. Apollo's batting or pitching the Terminator. Good week pitching, Apollo. 8 wins. That's a single season this season record. So way to go. 0 losses, obviously a record. You had that too. Who was pitching there? See you later. That was Bill. It's almost like you're dropping one of those horrible curveballs to Amber. My pizza's up. Yeah. So Bill, your pitching sucked. So, no, not Bill. It was Brian. Brian. Stat correction there, Mitch. Brian. Bill, you're okay pitching. Sorry for that little comment about your curveball. I thought it was good. All right. So, here was the start of the week. Start of the week. That was Mr. Fred Boucher. Whatever. Fred was your start of the week. He has really good stats. Really amazing hitting. Pretty good pitching. And who's your dud? I am happy this guy's your dud. Marcus. Suck. Marcus this week. So you better watch it. You're going to land outside the line. Yeah. Moving on to... what do we got here? Oh, season standings. So this is going to be a new one. I'm going to show you the season standings and the power ranking standings. So how your stats are doing compared to how you're really doing. And you can see them next to each other. This is what I look at all the time. Bunker obviously is rocking it, number 1 in both categories. So you can't really hide that. So we got Bunker at number 1 and 1 and Pete at 16 and 16. You just can't run away from your stats. Some people can get away with things. Obviously, you can see Paulo's stats are 9th ranked, but he's 3rd overall. So you can kind of take a look at this. There's some crazy ones. They look at mine. Cue that cry noise there, Mitch. But you can look at mine. I'm at 15th, but my stats are 5th. So and Alyssa's the same way. She's kind of getting a little screwed, but. Yeah, so that's what I've been looking at. This is how kind of like a roto league would go, but I like head-to-head, but it's kind of screwing me. You guys didn't know I sold my soul to have a good season last year. I fantasy sold. But yeah. I got some fun guys right here. There's who got away with one? Your who got away with one for the week was Dan Burr. You barely won, but you should have won. Who got screwed? Now is Jameson and Kyle. You guys should have won this week. Usually I say me, but I should have lost, and I did. You two got screwed. Yeah. Total stats. Fred actually moved in the top 3. If you're gonna look at that one, bottom ones didn't matter. But here's a quick note. Some offers. I was looking at the how your stats are doing or how you're doing. Here's some people that have not won this category. Alyssa has not won losses. Pete and Kylie have not won saves. And Marcus, you not only have you not won this category, but you haven't even tied it, and that's K's. You cannot strike out anybody, I guess. Yeah. So that's that. Closing notes, Marcus, I hate your trade, and there will be no show next week unless Mitch does one, but I'll be out of town, so I can't do one. There's your podcast. Adios, guys.